If you had to choose one single thing to predict how long someone will live, most people would say cholesterol, body weight, or blood pressure. But science says something far more powerful. Look at their muscle. Not how they look in the mirror, not how lean they are, but how much functional muscle and strength they actually have. Because muscle mass and strength are two of the strongest predictors of long life and healthy aging that we have in modern medicine. Most people think muscle is about aesthetics, gym culture, or looking fit. But in real life, muscle is what decides whether you stay independent in your 70s, or whether one small fall puts you into a hospital bed and then a nursing home. CTA, early subscribe prompt. If you care about living longer, staying independent, and avoiding preventable disease, make sure you're subscribed. These videos are designed to help you protect your health before problems start. Why strong people age better. After seeing thousands of real-life cases, one pattern becomes impossible to ignore. The people who age well, recover faster from illness, and stay independent for longer, all share one thing. They are physically strong. Not bodybuilder strong, not social media strong, but functionally strong. They can get up from the floor. They can carry their own groceries. They can catch themselves when they stumble. They have muscle. On the other side, the people who decline the fastest often don't lose their health suddenly. They lose their muscle first, years before they develop serious disease, years before they lose independence. Their muscle mass quietly disappears, and once muscle is gone, the body becomes fragile. Recovery from illness slows down, balance worsens, falls become dangerous, and even small health problems start to spiral into major life-changing events. Muscle loss starts earlier than you think. Here's the part that shocks most people. Muscle loss doesn't begin in old age. For most adults, muscle decline begins in the mid-30s. From that point onward, if you do nothing to maintain it, you lose roughly 1 to 3% of muscle every year. That sounds small, but over decades, it compounds. By the time many people reach their 70s, they may have lost 40 to 50% of their muscle mass. This isn't just about being weaker. This process has a name: age-related muscle loss, and it is strongly linked to early death, disability, and long-term dependence on care. Low muscle doesn't cause one specific disease. It lowers your body's ability to survive almost everything: infections, falls, metabolic disease, heart problems. Muscle is like a health reserve. The more you build earlier in life, the more protection you carry into old age. The good news: unlike many aspects of aging, muscle loss is not permanent. You can rebuild strength at almost any age. Your body is designed to adapt to resistance and load. Even people who start strength training later in life can regain muscle, improve balance, and restore functional independence. In the next part, you'll see why muscle is one of your most powerful tools for controlling blood sugar, protecting your heart, and keeping your metabolism healthy. One of the biggest reasons muscle determines how long and how well you live has nothing to do with how you look. It has everything to do with how your body handles blood sugar. Every time you eat carbohydrates, glucose enters your bloodstream. Your body then has to move that glucose somewhere safe. Here's what most people don't realize. Around 70 to 80% of that glucose is taken up by your muscles. Your muscles act like a massive storage tank for sugar. When you have more muscle, your body can clear sugar from the blood easily. When you have less muscle, that storage capacity shrinks. Now imagine what happens when muscle mass is low. There are fewer muscle cells, fewer glucose receptors, less room to store sugar. So blood sugar stays higher for longer. Your pancreas responds by releasing more insulin. Over time, your cells stop responding properly to insulin. This is how insulin resistance develops. And this is the road that leads directly to type 2 diabetes. Think of muscle like a sponge. A big sponge soaks up water easily. A small sponge overflows. That overflow is what damages blood vessels, nerves, kidneys, and the heart. This is why muscle is one of the strongest protective factors against metabolic disease. Not supplements, not crash diets, not extreme fasting. Muscle gives your body somewhere safe to put energy. Muscle equals metabolic flexibility. Muscle doesn't just store glucose. It keeps your entire metabolism flexible. Metabolic flexibility means your body can smoothly switch between burning carbohydrates and burning fat. This is what allows you to go a few hours without food without feeling shaky, weak, or foggy. Muscle tissue is rich in mitochondria, the tiny energy engines inside your cells. More muscle means more mitochondria. More mitochondria means better fat burning. Better fat burning means more stable energy levels throughout the day. When muscle is low, metabolism becomes rigid. The body becomes heavily dependent on frequent carbohydrate intake. Energy crashes become common. Hunger signals become louder. Blood sugar swings become harder to control. A flexible metabolism is like a hybrid engine that switches fuel sources smoothly. Low muscle turns your metabolism into an inefficient engine that burns through fuel quickly and wastes energy. This metabolic rigidity is linked to faster aging, higher inflammation, and greater risk of chronic disease. Muscle protects your cells as you age. As people get older, the efficiency of their cellular energy systems declines. Mitochondria become less effective, energy production drops, recovery slows. This decline is connected to many age-related diseases, including heart disease, neurodegeneration, and overall frailty. Resistance training and maintaining muscle mass directly counteract this process. When you challenge your muscles, your body is forced to maintain and improve mitochondrial function. This keeps your cellular energy systems working longer into old age. In simple terms, strong muscles help keep your cells young. The most dangerous consequence of losing muscle doesn't happen slowly. It happens suddenly, a single fall. In older adults, falls are one of the leading causes of disability and death. Hip fractures in particular carry a devastating risk. After a hip fracture, up to 1 in 3 people do not survive the following year, and many who do survive never regain full independence. Strong legs, strong hips, and a stable core act like protective armor. When your muscles are strong, you can catch yourself. You can recover from a stumble. Your body can absorb impact. Weak muscles turn minor trips into life-changing injuries. And once a serious fall happens, a vicious cycle often begins. People become afraid of falling again. They move less. Less movement causes faster muscle loss, and that increases the risk of another fall even more. This is why strength training becomes more important with age, not less. Grip strength, a simple window into your future. One of the simplest and most powerful measures of overall strength is grip strength. Grip strength correlates strongly with overall muscle mass, heart health, brain health, risk of early death. When grip strength is low, it often means the entire system is weakening. Legs, core, posture, balance, all tend to decline together. Think of grip strength like a battery indicator for your body. When the grip is weak, the system is running low. The powerful part? Grip strength is trainable. Farmer carries, hanging from a bar, and basic grip exercises improve not only hand strength, but total body function and stability. Muscle protects your brain. Muscle doesn't only protect your body, it protects your brain. When muscles contract, they release substances that support brain health. These signals help improve memory, learning ability, and neural connections. Strength training has been shown to increase factors that help your brain form and maintain strong networks. It also reduces chronic inflammation, one of the drivers of cognitive decline and dementia. People who maintain more muscle in midlife show lower rates of cognitive decline later in life. In simple terms, strong muscles support a stronger mind. Even when strength training begins later in life, measurable improvements in mental function can appear within weeks to months. It's never too late to build strength. One of the biggest myths in health is that muscle building is only for the young. The truth is, muscle responds to challenge at almost any age. Even people in their 70s, 80s, and beyond can regain strength, stability, and functional power. The principle is simple. Gradually increase the challenge placed on your muscles. A little more resistance, a few more repetitions, a little more control over time. Muscles adapt to what you ask of them. Protein also becomes more important with age because the body becomes less efficient at building muscle. Prioritizing protein with meals supports repair and growth. The focus should always be on large muscle groups: legs, hips, back, chest. These muscles matter most for independence, balance, and metabolic health. A simple, sustainable routine. You don't need perfection. You need consistency. A realistic framework. Daily movement. Walking, stairs, basic mobility. 2 to 3 short strength sessions per week. Focus on legs, hips, back, pushing and pulling movements. Include grip work like carrying heavy objects or hanging. Prioritize protein at meals. This isn't about extreme programs. It's about building a habit your future self will thank you for. Muscle is like compound interest. The earlier you start, the bigger the return. But even starting late still produces powerful benefits. Final message. Muscle is not about looking fit. It is about staying alive, staying independent, and staying mentally sharp. Stronger muscles mean better blood sugar control, fewer falls, faster recovery from illness, lower risk of chronic disease, better brain function. The people who age well are not lucky. They are prepared. Start where you are. Your muscles are waiting to respond.